What's up, guys? It's Crash, and today I want to talk about AI bots filling multiplayer servers in Battlefield 2042. And I want this to be a discussion where I give my opinions and then I hear from you guys in the comments. I read every single comment and I really enjoy hearing from you guys. So a few disclaimers. I understand it's very early to form opinions because we haven't seen exactly how the bots are going to be implemented, how well they perform, how they fit into the grand scheme of multiplayer, things like that. I completely understand. I just have some apprehensions about it. And honestly, I'm a tiny bit critical of bots so far. Like I just have some concerns about it, but I think I actually might be in the minority. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video and see how the community is feeling about it, because searching around on Reddit, a lot of people think they're great, and I'm going to give some reasons why they are a good thing. So overall in this video, I want to talk about some patents that EA has filed about AI in games that might give us some clues how they're going to work, and then talk about why they're a good thing, give some examples of games that have had bots in the past, followed by my opinions. It fits right into that. And then if I'm going to be a tiny bit critical of something, I think it's only right that I offer up some solutions, so that will come at the end. So in a nutshell, bots are confirmed to fill multiplayer servers, and one of the ways that this might work is the bots might scale to your abilities based on these two patents from EA that they filed earlier this year, that basically it reads how players perform by different metrics, and then that's how the AI performs against you to keep it competitive, and that'll form into my opinions just a little bit why I think that might be kind of a bad thing as well. But why would DICE put these in the game? And it just makes sense because we have 128 players, massive maps on next gen and PC, and if you have 30 people in there running around waiting to fill a lobby, that's going to be pretty lame. You're not even going to see anybody. You're just going to be hanging out. Another reason bots are great for new players: learn the ropes, try out different things, practice flying jets, helicopters, tanks, try different guns, weapons, loadouts, specialists, all that stuff. And then for even more competitive players, warm up, practice. It's great just to, maybe you want to try a different sensitivity on your sticks or on your mouse or something like that. Hop in with some bots, tear them up, and get better. So I see why they're doing it. However, if the bots scale to your abilities, it's going to essentially be skill-based matchmaking. And what I mean by that, why skill-based matchmaking is generally a letdown, is that as you get better, the bots will get better as well. Then it doesn't feel like you're getting better at the game. You don't get that reward. So when you're playing just against other players, as you get better, you become in the higher percentile of performing players. You start to do better at the games. You start to get higher scores. You start to get more score per minute. You start to get a higher KD, things like that. You get rewards for putting the time in, learning it, practicing it better. If the bots scale with you, then you're not going to feel like you're getting any better. Also, if the bots don't really scale with you, and this is kind of my thing that I'll talk about in some examples, it just doesn't feel the same when you're killing bots. I feel like those only in Battlefield moments that we love, somebody pulls off like a collateral with a sniper, or like a 3-shot with a sniper, or you drop a massive bomb on a point and take out 6 to 10 enemy players with one bomb or something like that. And then you look at the kill feed and you found out you just did that against bots. It's like, does it have the same weight? And that's another question. Do you guys think it does? Like, if you pull off amazing shots against bots, is it the same thing? So I don't know about that. So let's look at other games that have AI bots and how I view them in those games. And the first one I want to talk about that I play a little bit is Escape from Tarkov. So if you guys are familiar with that, in raids there are PMCs, which are primary multiplayer characters, and then you have scavs that are most of the time AI. Occasionally they are player controlled scavs as well. But I know when I'm playing with my friends, we're moving through woods or something like that, and we see another player on the map, and we can identify them as a scav, there's almost just a sense of relief as like, oh, it's just a scav. I don't know how many times I've heard, it's just a scav, I'll take care of it. I don't know if it's going to be like that in Battlefield, if it's like, oh, that's just a bot, and they're going to be really easy and just kind of placeholders and things like that. I could just see it just doesn't have the same weight. Part of the magic of multiplayer shooters, in my opinion, is that you are besting another human. You're outwitting them, you're outskilling another human. I just love that competitive element of multiplayer shooters. The other game where AI was prevalent, another EA game actually, was Titanfall. In the attrition mode, grunts, scepters, things like that would drop in the map. And honestly, I thought during multiplayer matches, they were often ignored. I would see massive groups of grunts running around the maps and nobody was messing them. Everybody was looking for other pilots to shoot, so they were kind of ignored. People say Titanfall was a great game. The mechanics, like the movement, was so smooth. It gave way to Apex Legends that we know today, that is also a massive success. But just the bots in Titanfall just really didn't do it for me. So in a nutshell, those are some of the reasons like I'm a little bit critical about bots. They just doesn't have that same weight when you're fighting against bots. And some of the things, the solutions that I want to talk about now are how I could ease those concerns that I and maybe a few of you guys have. So I think the server browser could work better and be more responsive. I know in Battlefield 1, there are servers, no matter how loose or tight I fill out the filters, I can't find these servers unless I go to my recent servers tab, and then they're in there, they're full. I can hop in a queue and play some Battlefield 1. I don't understand. I think the server browser needs to work well. It needs to function well and be very responsive. Also, I think there could be a filter that highlights lobbies that are nearing getting full or lobbies that need players. Those could be sorted at the top. There could be an algorithm there that searches out the closest ping and the best lobbies. Also, they could make a quick match that actually works. I know I would push quick match occasionally, and it puts me in EU servers across the pond. So it doesn't always work the best. If there was a quick match that puts you in a server based strictly on the lowest ping and a server that needs players to fill up lobbies, I think that would be great to minimize bots. Also, the big one I think is, and I think this probably would take a lot of work on the back end, would be if there was a way to merge servers. If you had a server with 50 players over here and a server with 60 players over here, could that not one of those servers shut down and say, you know, merging servers in 10 seconds and put everybody connected into one server to fill up a server? I think that would be really cool. That might be kind of hard to implement, but anyway, that's just some of the things I think that could help. Possibly the bots just fit in and, you know, we don't even notice them. That's something too. But guys, definitely let me know what you think. I have rambled long enough about this topic. It's time for you guys to fill me in on what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.